All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Jackson now to return it. Returns looking good so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. And he had everyone thinking 6 before they finally get to him and stop that return.
Kid, I know what you were waiting for and what I was waiting for, and that was that official to raise his hand. I think we all assumed that was going to be taken to the house. It wasn't, but it could be in pretty short order because this offense now set up for some serious success.
The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here 1st and goal. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Right 13.
Pollard. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Titans finish off their opening drive. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans literally won up that opening touchdown drive, as they take a 7-6 lead here. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This return starts at the 5. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. Oh, try forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
He finds Tigakonkwo for the grab. And this is down all the way to the 3. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps self.
And he ticks this one in for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans parlay the interception into points. So this solid first half continues for them. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach here, Kate, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. They've come out strong. They've been the ones dictating the tempo, and as a result, they add to the scoreboard.
Folk with a point after. And the Titans grow their lead to 8. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting us. Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Taken in by Dobbs. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Let's go.
Love out of the shotgun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Roger McCreary takes it away. And the Titans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Levis. Pass taken in by Lockett. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Right back to Pollard. Room to run inside the 20. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Mike 0, Mike 0.
Again, a run with Pollard. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. That's good for 6 yards. They're going to have 2nd and goal now at the 3.
Mo! What are you reading? Army!
Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Tennessee! He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the champ for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They strike for 23 yards. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's the end of 1, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. The Titans are leading so far. More from Nashville after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They're going play action. And they pick him off again. And the Titans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Well, just when you think things can't get any worse, Brock, I am not sure what you call it because I don't think I've ever called it. 4 straight drives ending in an interception.
Oh, as a former QB, Kate, I know exactly what to call this. A nightmare! 4 pick games are a rarity, and you never see it happen on consecutive drives. And at this point, listen, hey, offensive coordinator, play caller, run the ball. And I mean run the ball.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
On, right 29.
Running right, here's Pollard. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Brought down by Quay Walker. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Levis. Completed to Pollard. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Working quickly here. They'll go, it's Pollard. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. Levis now off the play fake. Brought in close to the 8. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
54, Mike 54.
From the red zone now. And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Calvin Ridley with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after by Folk is up and good. And the Titans continue piling on to this lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers have to determine how severe this may be. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And they pick him off again! The rookie from Penn State makes the play. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Mike 54.
Levis setting to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Levis from the shotgun. Finds him on the crossing route. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans parlay the interception into points. Folk on now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans grow their lead yet again. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. And it's the Packers, about set to begin their drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception, he's looking to throw. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. Free inside the 30. To the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Like 54. Set hut.
From the gun, Levis. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
40 Rita.
Up the middle, here goes Pollard. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Caught by Pollard. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
Tracy. Set hut. On mark 0.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Like 24.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 28. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. The kick by Gano is good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
Here's a return from the 7. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. On now is McManus to kick this away. Jackson now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Mike 13.
Levis now against the blitz. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
That's caught for the 1st. It's a race down the right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position.
And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans grow the lead coming out of halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans continue adding on to that lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Starting from the 5. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Play fake. It's Love. First down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
To the air with Love. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Able to get it to Reed. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they pick him off again. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Mike 49.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Mike 49.
Handoff running right, Pollard. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Now it's Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down, they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Now here he goes, down the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. And
it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans tack on 7 more to their lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Taken in by Dom. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. 1st down throw. Here's Love. He's on the move. Oh, the football's loose. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. And he gets it across midfield and into Titans territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
And they pick him off again. And the Titans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. Good starting field position for the Titans. They've got it, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Levis. Caught by the open man. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans parlay the interception into points. Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now Love. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ready, go!
Thrown on 1st down, Love. This finds Downs. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Packers.
Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Packers with the football and a chance to, well, do some window dressing here in the 4th. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun now for Love. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Let's go now.
Love to throw again. And they pick him off again. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
54 Rita.
On the ground, Pollard. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard. And this one does not go far.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
On 3rd down, Pollard. He has the first and still going past the 35.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Trying an option here. Play to the left. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary.
And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Tony Pollard with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 34. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Complete on the slant to Watson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
First down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. All right, here we go. Second down. And they're trying something here. They fake the spike. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Love out of the shotgun. Rolling left, buying some time. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. The kick by Folk is good. And Brock, I'd say that's more of a moral victory than something that's really going to affect the deficit much.
After I'd imagine dozens and dozens of kicks into that net on the sideline staying warm, Kate, he finally gets his chance to knock a field goal through the uprights. And of course, he wasn't going to whiff on that opportunity.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. 1st and 10 from the 41.
Right by 4. Odd. Set.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That's Jefferson. He's got it. Still has some space inside the 35. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
454. Right there.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Titans throwing 6 more on the blowout. Calvin Ridley with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Folk with a point after. And they'll continue adding to their lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Oh no, they get him yet again. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Love back to it after the pick. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
From the 32. Flushed out of the pocket. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Ready? Go!
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And they pick him off again! And the Titans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49.
Back now, pressure on its way. Okonkwo brings it in. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Mike 54.
Levis here on first down. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Let's go now.
First down throw. Here's Love. And they pick him off again. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So that brings up 2nd down.
Mike 54.
Levis to the air now. Catch is made down the right sideline. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Titans are running them out of the building. Point after by Folk is up and good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So this winds up a win for the Titans. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Titans are your winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.